From secret affair to prison sentence, Memphis pastor murder case ends with 20-year judgment, a secret relationship, a painful breakup, and one decision that changed multiple lives forever. What began as an emotional conflict ended in gunfire, leaving a respected Memphis pastor dead, his wife seriously injured, and another family facing decades of heartbreak. This is the tragic case of Latasha Daniels and the sentence that has reignited conversations about accountability, relationships, and the devastating consequences of acting in anger. A Tennessee courtroom reached its final decision this week in a case that has haunted the Memphis community since 2019. Latasha Daniels was sentenced to approximately 20 years in prison for the fatal shooting of Memphis. Pastor Brous Perry. The incident also left his wife injured during the confrontation, according to court proceedings. The shooting happened after a personal relationship between Daniels and Pastor Perry had ended. What should have remained a private, emotional conflict instead escalated into irreversible violence. During sentencing, the judge acknowledged that emotional pain and heartbreak can be overwhelming. However, the court made one point unmistakably clear: no amount of emotional suffering can justify taking another person's life. Daniels received a 20-year sentence for the fatal shooting, along with an additional sentence related to the injuries suffered by the second victim. The judge ordered the sentences to run at the same time. The courtroom became emotional as Daniels' son addressed the court. He described his mother as someone who had cared deeply for her family and positively impacted many people. Before the decisions that brought her before the judge, her defense attorneys asked the court for leniency, pointing to her personal growth and rehabilitation efforts while awaiting trial. But prosecutors argued that the seriousness of the crime required a substantial sentence, and ultimately, the judge agreed. The ruling closes one chapter in a tragedy that forever changed to families and left a lasting scar on the Memphis community. Cases like this remind us that emotional pain is real, but so are the consequences of how we respond to it. One decision made in anger lasted only moments. Its consequences will last for decades. As people continue discussing this case online, many hope it encourages those facing heartbreak, betrayal, or emotional crisis to seek help before emotions turn into irreversible actions. Justice may bring legal closure, but it cannot erase the loss, the grief, or the lives forever changed. What are your thoughts on this case? Share your opinion respectfully in the comments, and remember, behind every headline are real families whose lives will never be the same.